Hello everyone. In this video, I'm mainly going to talk about four alternative investments that I usually don't talk about that much. The first of these, I think, is the ultimate alternative investment since it's alternative energy from solar panels. I have 26 solar panels on my house and they're perfect for Arizona. The production of energy is tremendous. I think if they had it on 90% of the building in Arizona, we wouldn't need much energy from other sources. The recent explosion in First Solar stock price is due to tariffs placed on foreign solar cells entering the country. The tariffs are set to increase from 25% to 50%. And also they're going to exclude the import-free exclusion of solar cells from Southeast Asia. All kinds of tariffs are being placed on solar cells coming to this country, which makes the domestic production of solar cells much more profitable. First Solar is benefiting greatly from this. First Solar's symbol is FSLR, and it's a bargain right now. Its price to earnings is only 18, and its earnings growth rate is an outstanding 42%. Wow. Looking at the chart, you can see that it's gone up tremendously since the 20th of May. It's gone up from about 200 to 278. And the best thing about it is it's undervalued. Its full value should be about 387. So we got over 100 points left to go just to bring it to fair value. One of my favorite investments is Rolls-Royce Aircraft Division, which is RYCEY. I started trading it when it was like in the $2 range, and now it's up over $5, going towards $6. And it's supposed to be undervalued and going towards 10. And I believe it simply because the number of people being screened for air travel for Memorial Day hit a record. It was 2.95 million people screened in one day for air flight travel, pretty close to 3 million. Rolls-Royce makes the engines of airplanes. There's lots of miles. These airplane engines got to be wearing out. They have a market. They're one of the best engines, if not the best engines you can put on an airplane. I think it's a pretty safe investment. Looking at the chart, you can see Rolls-Royce Aircraft Division has made a lot. It's gone from about $2 a year ago to $5.64 now. And I've been trading it off and on. I kind of play with it, to tell you the truth. I've made about $15,000 on it. But nowadays, I think I'm content just to buy 5,000 shares of it and let it ride and see if it goes to $10, which is a fair value. Its price to earnings is only a little above 10, and its earnings growth rate is a wonderful 36%. So I think I'll take that ride with my 5,000 shares to $10. My third and fourth choices for alternative investments, in which I have a small amount, a small but significant amount, is in Bitcoin and in Ethereum. Now, Bitcoin was approved for ETFs about a couple months ago, and it's done pretty well in that time. Its price has varied all over the place, and they say it doesn't really take hold until you've been into it about 6 months. And this is all complicated with the halving occurring around this time also. I don't want someone saying to me 10 years from now that if you had put $10,000 in Ethereum, you now would be a trillionaire. But I'm thinking with crypto, these are the two most solid investments. Bitcoin is the standard by which all other crypto is judged. It is the gold of crypto, whereas Ethereum is sort of the oil of crypto. It allows allows many other cryptos to function. Other cryptos use Ethereum for their transactions and for other purposes. There's significant interest in this. The interest in the ETFs has been especially pronounced. Over 12 billion has flowed into Bitcoin since they have their ETF. I want to be a part of it, a part of its growth. In the back of my mind, what I am thinking is that artificial intelligence will find a use for it that we can't even imagine right now. This is looking to the future, trying to see into the future a little bit. I put 37,000 into ETHE, which is the sign for the futures fund for Ethereum, because the ETFs for Ethereum aren't out yet. They've approved the listing of them, but they haven't approved the actual creation of the ETFs, which they're sure to do, which is going to happen. But in the meantime, we're stuck trading the futures ETHE, which has done very well. Looking at the chart from the date when the ETF listing for Ethereum was approved, it's gone up tremendously. And I bought 1,000 shares at about 29, a little less than 29. I've made good money on it so far. Hopefully what I do is forget about it now and just let it ride, because it's either going to go or it's not. This is the sort of thing you either believe it or you don't. I believe it a little bit. Okay, I think artificial intelligence, like most everything else, is going to figure out a way to use it that we can't even imagine right now. So I bought Fidelity's Bitcoin fund, its ETF, which is FBTC. Looking at the chart, you can see it started taking off significantly in March. I bought it at about $53. Right now, it's at $58. If I'm smart, I'll leave it alone and just let it ride. I bought 300 shares. It's not a big deal to me. Over time, it could be significant. We got the GDP coming in, which they say might go below 2%. And that's more alarming to me than other news. I think for the stocks to go forward, the gross domestic product has to keep holding up. And if it's going below 2%, I'm starting to get concerned. And the other thing is, on Friday, we get the personal consumption expenditures, the PCE, which is supposed to show that inflation is increasing. So if we get the 1-2 punch, with on Thursday getting a lower GDP, but then on Friday getting a higher PCE, it could spell real trouble for the market. Be sure to check back in after Friday and see my end of the week review. Thank you.